we are not poor. We are poor because poor leaders. If we are going to focus on the gift God has given us, I think Northern region should be the richest regions in the country because of the gift God has given, the arable lands, the nature of the lands, the natural resources that are untapped. I see Northern region as a virgin regions. The Northern regions, they are virgin because it's not developed, and I don't see why we cannot develop the Northern region. And we see our young girls age 12, 13 going to Kumasi, Accra, the big cities to be Kayayo. With what God has given us here, we see our young boys going to Accra, Kumasi to be houseboys. No. I think, to be frank, I am bold to tell you the truth that the Northern politicians, both NDC and PP, they have disappointed the people of the North because they cannot bring investors here. You don't wait for the president to bring projects here. I mean, you can go out there and sell the 5 Northern regions. You put it on internet, the arable lands, the share nut trees, the water, the rivers that you have. You market the 5 Northern regions and you see the kind of investment it will attract. But all these things, they are always waiting for government. I honestly tell you, I don't even see why, if you are in the North here, you should wake up in the morning to go and vote. Honestly, I'm telling you the gospel truth. I'm not scared of anybody. The truth is the truth. The gift God has given to the people of the North, I don't see why we should be poor. I don't see why people in the South will always look at us with discontempt. No. And give Ken Agyapong chance, and you see, I believe that about 60% of industries in Ghana here should be in the 5 Northern regions because of the land. And I will make sure I do that so that people from the South will also come to the North and look for jobs.
Have you been able to appreciate the, natural resources we have available?
Yes. Look, I'm always shivering in my car because I look around, left, right, ahead of me, back, and see the flatness of the land. You see, those of us in the South, we cannot have millions of acreage because of the nature of the land, big trees and all those things. But here, you don't need bulldozers. It's not bulldozer. A bulldozer will remove the topsoil. But you have tractors and you clear the land as many as you can. What I've seen is that over the years, the farmers, they have used the same land and no manure, no fertilizer, so the yield of their corn are so small. Right. So there I realized that no, we have to do something about the land. So when we do this, I was going to Nanton and I saw rice farms, and the land is so huge. We need irrigation. If we irrigate those lands, 365 days we'll have rice. And we import $700 million rice into Ghana. We can stop it when we develop Booster South, then Nanton and other areas where they produce rice. Then where the flood is in Volta region. My brother, we can feed ourselves and even feed the rest of West African countries. So let me give you a typical example. My son here, he buys a kilo of shea butter for 27 cedis. He packages it to America, Amazon, and sell it for $34. If you multiply by 11.5, it's about 404 cedis a kilo. And what are we doing with this gift God has given us? Share not everywhere, from Tamale Airport, Zablugu, Kumbungu, Walwale, all the way to Bolga, Paga, Pusiga. My brother, do you know what we can do? And we call ourselves poor because we are poor leaders.
But your party is in power and they have established the one district, one factory policy.
Then what has happened to it?
I should be asking you.
You don't ask me. Ask your leaders here who are playing tribal politics. Ask them what have they been able to take advantage of the one district, one factory? Ask them, not me. I'm going to change it because I've seen that. And mine is not going to be one district, one factory alone. Don't get me wrong. One district, one factory, perfect policy. But going around, I've seen that one constituency can have more than 3-4 factories. 1, you rear cattle. 2, you grow rice. 3, you grow maize. 4, you grow millet. So one area, you can have about 4 industries right there. But I agree, if we are able to do one district, one factory everywhere, it would have helped. But what is happening? My policy, 1, if you give me the chance, every district assembly will at least cultivate 1,000 acres farm, whether soybean, whether rice, whether maize, anything. Because what do they do with the common fund? They don't multiply it. They always sit there, wait for the government to bring them money. I will put the money that is given to the common fund to work so that they can increase or multiply whatever amount given to them. That is 1. So if you do that, one assembly, 1,000 acres, 275 assemblies you have will give you 275,000 acres of maize, rice, whatever, soya bean and everything. Then you engage the businessmen. Here the problem we have is capital. So you pair them with investors and they use the land as a collateral, and government will also partner the Ghanaian to have a stake in the business, so that all the monies will not go to the foreigners. That is the only way we can build Ghanaians to have money. And I'm going to do it irrespective of your party. If you are NDC and you can do the job, you have the vision, let's help you.
But I mean, one will say that you are one of the most influential people in this country today, and even under this government. Why haven't you been able to channel the same ideas?
My brother,
you have greater access to the presidency and almost all the.
My brother, let me tell you something. Northern region, all the way up to Pandai, crossing the Oti River, you grow yam. As far back as Kwashiga's time, I brought a technology from Holland, a company called Grasso. We took yam from here to Holland. They did the experiment and they found out that you can store yam for 8 months because the same starch content in potatoes is in yam. And Europe, America, China, everywhere, to potatoes is just one season. But every day when you go to the market, supermarket, you find potato because they're able to store it for 8 months. I gave this technology to Kwashiga and his technical advisors, they rubbished it. I've given them technology to store our fish. When you catch the fish, you first need to blast freeze it at a temperature of -41 degrees for 24 hours before you move it into the cold store, -12, -15 degrees. Then it meets international standards for you to export it. Do you know what the technical guys do? As for the fish, we can smoke it. That day I just picked my files and left the meeting. Say, Jesus Christ, these are the people we have advising the minister. And to date, we import fish from Mauritania and Angola, the same African country. I have a cold store, one cold store, October 21st, 2021 to October 2022, I imported $30 million worth of fish from Mauritania. And our fish in our sea, red fish, very expensive. Ghanaians themselves have given their license as if they own their vessels to a Chinese, Lebanese, Indians. They are flying Ghana flag, and when they catch the fish, right there in the middle of the sea, high seas, they change the vessels and take our fish to European market, China market, whatever, and we will go and buy fish from Mauritania and all these things. I've said it million times, and my brother, they don't listen to me. So your question, that is why I have decided that this time I'm going to contest myself and not give advice that the people will not take, because it's my vision, it's the foresight. I have experienced all these things physically. Not that I've read it in the book. I'm not theorist. I'm pragmatic. So I have seen it, and I have confidence. Talking to you, I have confidence it will work because I've been to India. I see. Look, every sugar plant in India that I visited, they generate their own electricity for their plant. They use the byproducts. You know, this chipboard.
Yeah.
You can use sugar cane, the byproduct, to do this chipboard. They use it to generate electricity. They use it for alcohol. They use it for sugar. What are we doing? And your weather here, if you don't know, I have done experiment. I don't see sugar cane here, but it's one of the products that is conducive for your weather, because during the day it's very hot, and in the night it's cool. That is the temperature sugar cane wants, and we don't even know. I sit in the south and done this experiment, and your leaders are here, they don't know. I am going to change the fortunes of the society.
So now, Honorable, let's look at this. One will say that yes, you have espoused, you just espoused brilliant ideas, just like President Akufo-Addo did when he was campaigning.
Please hold on right there. I won't let you land. I am talking you.
No, because we have heard the talking. We've heard the talking.
Yeah, I want to tell you. Don't compare me, because look, I have over 7,158 permanent workers in this country. So don't compare me to any president Ghana has ever had.
So it's not just going to be a comparison, but for the people of this country and delegates who are listening to you, they know very well that we've been given a lot of promises from other human beings just like you and leadership just like you. Why should we see you as a different fellow who is running into this election?
I've answered your question.
That's what I'm saying. It's the conversation. It's not about the talk, it's about the actions.
Look, I have so many businesses that I've employed. As I'm talking to you, I have built the biggest coal store in the whole Africa. I have built the biggest steel plant in the whole West Africa. I have over 7,000 workers in this country. As I speak, I have starch plant at Atebubuamantin that I have acquired 125,000 acres of land. The land is just like this, flat. We've cultivated 30,000 acres of cassava, using it for starch. Okay? I have another one at Prime. I have so many businesses. Look here. If you know how I can create dams for fish, tilapia, you cross the border here to go to Boakye to buy tilapia. It's a shame. Go to Ashanti region, Achuma constituency. Go and see my fish ponds. I started in 1998. There are 5 fish ponds. One is not less than 1 kilometer stretch. They go there, the fish ponds, they use canoes. So I'm different. I'm a businessman. That is why I'm saying that they should give me opportunity, a chance to lead this country, because I'm a businessman. Wherever I go, I smell money. I smell money. I see your land and I know what I'm going to do with the land. That is what I mean by I smell money. Some leaders,